Hello comrades, welcome to my new Let's Play. Let's play No More Heroes on the Nintendo Wii. Alright, we're gonna go for, bitter difficulty, no. We're gonna start off with mild difficulty because, well, this is an LP with a 15-minute limit on it, and so I don't want to be pushing it too much. This was a game that came out, I believe, in 2007, and it's one that is very overlooked. It's a hardcore game that many peoples who don't believe the Wii can provide a hardcore experience unfortunately missed out on. And now you may be hearing about it a lot more in No More Heroes Paradise Edition for the PlayStation 3. And that's because they're doing a remake of the original.
Don't have much patience. At least that's what Bishop, the dude at the video store, said.
So that's why I am deciding now to play the original. Plus, I've been wanting to LP this game for quite some time.
Why? Because I met this smoking hot chick last night at the deathmatch bar. Man, she smelled good. So being the gentleman I am, I bought her a drink. Anywho, I decided to get a job. The gig? Assassinate the drifter. So I went where I was supposed to and waited for the guy to show up. And there he was. This cat, well-dressed, cool, couldn't tell if he was the shit or just plain old shit. Yeah, so he's styling, fast, aggressive, and packing heat. Bada bing. Or at least it was supposed to be. Till she showed up. Her name? Sylvia Crystal, an agent with this whatchamacallit association.
Congratulations. You are certified as the 11th best hitman. How about getting rid of the 10 killers above you and aim for the top?
I want to be number one. How's that? Short and simple enough for you? It's gonna be a long, hard road. But who knows? Could kick ass. Could be dangerous. Could totally suck. What do you say, bro? Join me. Let's see how far we can take this. And for you there holding the Wii remote right now, just press the A button. Let the bloodshed begin.
Yes, comrades, let the bloodshed begin. Alright, comrades, brace yourself for epicness. Your silly guns that mean nothing to us. Off with your heads. Some good guard you are.
Yo,
you're not even pointing a gun towards my direction.
Death metal dude?
Don't want to tell us, huh? Then we'll just let ourselves in.
It's game time.
Yes, it is. Alright, comrades, let's get into this game. Alright, so, we start out by drawing our mighty beam katana. And since I've already played through this game before, it is going to start out a little bit differently. Then with the beam katana you'll be starting out as if you had just played this starting out, but not ever doing a playthrough before. And that is the beam katana which you're holding. What you'll normally start out with is a blue beam katana that is the standard issue. This what I have here. As you can see, I hold it high and low. This is done with the Wii remote tilting up and downwards. And it is a blue katana that is standard issue for anyone starting No More Heroes fresh off the bat. So we've got better weapons and more intense fighting to be had. Because I'm Russian. So our violence is hardcore. Nuclearly explosive, you could say. Yeah! And so I was saying in the beginning of this LP, is that this game is actually being redone on the PlayStation 3. And I believe there are things like different boss battles to fight, which, as you see when we progress through this game, it's all about the boss battles. And whenever the sequel of this game is LP'd on the channel, you'll see that they made a direct cut to make it all about the boss battles. Okay, dead-end hallway. Likes to trick us a little bit, huh? And none of these doors you can enter into. This game is pretty linear. You'll see later on there is an overworld to go out and explore, but it isn't too open like something of Grand Theft Autos or maybe like the Fallout world. You know, there's not as many things to interact with, but we'll get there when we get there. Right now we're just doing a lot of hardcore, intense beam katana action. So, what are some of these symbols that you're seeing as we go along thrashing some of these guys? Well, the combat, since I skipped the tutorial at the beginning, is fairly simple. You'll press A to use your beam katana, and then in succession with the hits, you do a motion quick time event when you see those arrows. Those signal you to do different things like downward swipes, side swipes, and other things to basically destroy your opponents. So, this may be a beam katana game, and you'd think, oh, it's a sword fighting game, it must have a lot of motion elements to it on the Wii. Well, since this was kind of out in the early launch of the Wii, in its life cycle being 2007, the Wii came out in 06, you know, it is not going full out motion stylings. But for the motion it does allow, I will say this, it is a lot more compelling than just having to continue to button mash. And, you know, I think it is having those combos of swift motion where you swipe left, right, up, or down that kind of give it an edge in strategical style fighting and make it more than just a button mashing nightmare. Alright, so we got all the chests that we need up here. I believe there's probably some new areas unlocked down here. Oh, I heard somebody. There you are! Yeah! So on the Wii, the combat is pretty swift. You change the camera with the C button. You can stand behind someone, or not stand behind someone. When you get in that stand behind view of Travis, I'm pushing the Z button, and that is used to lock onto enemies. This can become very important later on when enemies have advanced armor, and you need to be doing swift moves around them just to do any damage. Now, of course, our beam katana is really wreaking the havoc here. It is an upgraded version. But I tell you what, comrades, these enemies would not be having much of an easier time, even if we did have our blue katana. Oh, wrong room I mean to be going in. But treasure chest, how about that? Sweet. We got a trading card, so that worked out for the better. And those trading cards are pretty much the only collectible I believe is in the game, and No More Heroes, it likes to keep it simple. No, not too many collectibles to focus on. The ones that are there, they are enjoyable to collect. And they actually unlock other content in No More Heroes 2 on the Wii. But, you know, it is a game that is to the point. It's kind of like what Travis Touchdown, the main hero of the game, was explaining in the opening cutscene. The fact that he knows gamers, they want a hardcore action, they want to get right to the point, right to the blood in the gore. I believe we did it. Yep, we wiped out all the enemies. We got many monies for it. So now we can move on. Alright, now this is a room where locking onto your target becomes very important. That is a free slash. This is locking into your opponent. Again, not much needed to do strategy-wise, but this guy, he's got a gun. Right? Oh no, you've got brass knuckles, so he does. Come on, you wick punk. Of course, these guys in the first level are too simple. But when you're holding your shield button, you can deflect enemies' bullets, you can deflect their attacks. So that is another useful function of the Z Z targeting. I was about to say the Z shift targeting coming off of Minecraft. I'm too used to that. Alright, battery max. Now what that battery max is a somewhat annoying mechanic of this game. I've noticed, however, maybe it's just this blade which is making me happy that I started out this LP with this katana rather than the stock katana, is that, you know, it's a beam katana with energy. You know, that is, oh, what is that? But it uses energy, so for that it takes power. And ever so often you have to recharge this beam power, otherwise your katana will break, or it just won't function. It's not like it ever has a chance to break and you lose your sword. It's nothing of that deadly nature. But yes, you definitely do have to charge, so in order to do so, you take your beam and you charge it up, like so. I think the developers went with this idea to, again, keep challenge on, so you're not just constantly hacking all the way to victory. I never noticed that image before. But that is actually death metal we're looking at there, isn't it? Yep, that is him. That is the guy we're going to fight. He's somewhere in this giant mansion, hiding from us with all these puny security guards. Alright, blueberry cheese brownie. Crazy shit. Oh, why'd you take our power-up away? Just because the doors opened up? When we get into lots of bloody scuffles, and the action and coins are flowing, then Travis gets his power charged up, and he can go into those super hardcore power-type modes, and even become powered up. Oh, damn, see, this is where we have to use... This guy's got the gun. He thinks he's some hot shit, but it just gets our beam katana, deflecting it back at him. Let's see if we can take both of you out. Yes, we can. You'll fight me like a man, and lose like a little bitch. So the game is very direct. It is, there's no deep, I guess you could say. There's no deep storyline. There is a storyline, and it's very funny. Which is why I recommend you guys follow along with it. But it's not like an intense RPG story that has you memorizing different parts and having to go all over the maps and backtrack. There's none of that bullshit. It just gets to the point of ass kicking. Oh, we've got a telephone call. Now this is something cool, exclusive to the way. Alright, hopefully you guys can hear that. That is coming through the Wii remote right now. Alright, so the Garden of Madness is where we're headed. Sounds good to me. Now I'm up on some pizza power-ups. Get a full battery charge. And let's go.